Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a look here at FTT and just kind of double check and quickly see what's going on here. Of course, I got a lot of requests from this one, and I believe this is the first time I've ever covered it, so we'll just go ahead and take an unbiased approach, see kind of what's going on, best practice, big picture, all that good stuff. If you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, just love teaching people how to trade. I hope you can learn something here today. And of course, if you do, comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. Take a look here at FTT though. Here's kind of what's going on in the big picture from what I see here so far. We are kind of squeezing in between both moving averages. We can see the 200-day set moving average kind of working itself in here as a potential resistance. What's that put us at? Roughly about $47 as a resistance. There's a potential support here at about 44, so we could see the price kind of wedge sideways and then break out to the upside again. Just depends on the overall amount of volume and of course what's going to happen in the weeks to come, because obviously we see a tremendous amount of volume 2 days ago as well as today. So 2 days ago the price stayed the same, and today it broke free. So if you can tell kind of what's going on there, basically it implies that there was a lot of selling pressure on Friday, and today there isn't. Keep in mind, there could be some profits taken tomorrow and or later today based on the simple fact that the Eastern Hemisphere will come alive and essentially take their profits if they have them, and just something to be aware of, okay? Not to say it's going to sell off per se, but that isn't ideal to have this much volume on a Sunday, because we could very well see some selling pressure this week. That being said, though, we're up over 50 on the RSI, and we have a potential MACD convergence here, so the 1 day looks pretty good here for FTT. Okay, it'd be nice to see a 1 day candlestick close above 47, but we'll wait and see with that one, okay? All right, take a look at the 4 hour here. We can see we're above and below, well, actually no, above both moving averages, as well as the simple fact that we have the 50-day was previously working as a resistance, no longer doing so. We're just a little bit overextended on the 4 hour, which I don't love, but that does tell us that we could experience some resistance there, or that there is a lot of resistance rather, between 47 and 49. Okay, so that's kind of a resistance channel there. So just something to be mindful of. Let's go also take a look here at the 1 hour. I want to see if this is a healthy continuation. Kind of is. I mean, wow, you look at that. I think we're probably exhausted though if we look at this here, of course. We went from a 1 all the way up to a 9. And now we're at 10, 11, 12. We're basically 12 hours into this momentous push or run. So if you kind of think about it that way, it's definitely overextended. The likelihood of it consolidating going sideways from here is pretty high. I do speculate if we were to lose this support level here at 47, we will see about $46 as a close approximate for the next key level Fibonacci retracement line for the price to potentially bounce. So if the price does come down this low, we should experience a bounce from there. Again, as long as the volume will continue to maintain itself. If we lose volume, then it's not going to really matter, because it's just going to be nothing but selling pressure. We're well above the cloud here as well, so there's not much to really note there. So, in the big picture here, Filecoin, it kind of looks like a FTT is doing very, very good in the grand scheme of things, and I think we should expect it to continue to maintain this price point moving forward. If we were to lose this price point, just know 45 cents is a nice key level Fibonacci retracement line. 0.618 is a really good, solid hold in most cases, as you can tell. It also held the price in place here when it tried to come above there, and it didn't. So I think a 1 day candlestick close above 46 would be excellent today, but even better if we can get a 1 day candlestick close above 47. But I would just expect some nice support here in this range, and the price to continue to progress upwards overall based on that sentiment alone. One last thing we can kind of take a look at here as well, and this isn't foolproof by any means, but we could potentially see this ascending type of pattern maintain itself. Okay, so we'll keep a close eye on this, of course. Trend lines, you want to have it tested multiple times before it becomes official, and this is kind of only a second test when you think about it, but it is not willing to go any lower than $39/$40. It's a very good sign. And today with that volume output on a Sunday, it's typically a good sign to see the price continue throughout the work week. But I would just be mindful that we might see a red day tomorrow based on the simple fact that weekend growth equals selling pressure on weekdays, if that makes sense. So just bear in mind, coins that do very well on the weekends have potential to do poorly during the weekday. Again, this all depends on Bitcoin. So check out my other Bitcoin videos, of course, if you haven't already. Make sure you familiarize yourself with that, because Bitcoin is still ascending in a consistent 37, 38, 39,000 pattern and making higher lows. And as long as it continues to maintain that, we'll be in good shape here. And FTT will also communicate confidently in that regard if we have that confidence from Bitcoin. But but obviously something happened today, and it's a nice one. It's probably a fundamental catalyst. You might want to look into that. But once again, based on technical analysis, we shouldn't expect a retracement much lower than 46. That's my take here. So I hope that you found benefit, of course. If you do, like, subscribe, comment below, and I look forward to hearing from you, of course. But if you're not currently a community member, I do look forward to working with you. CryptoCache.tech is the website. I have a Signal group, trading academy, and trading community. All good stuff to help you become a better, more significantly confident trader. That's the way it goes. All right. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. See you in the next one. Take care.